G'day, I'm Carl from Guff Studios. We're a new board game publisher based here in Melbourne, Australia. So here we have Floating Floors, designed by Takashi Sawada. So what Takashi has been doing with this game is trying to replicate the nightingale floors that you had in feudal Japan in the castles, where they'd have pieces of metal underneath the floorboards, where as you would walk they would squeak, which was used as a security system to be able to tell if somebody was breaking into your castle. So what we are doing in Floating Floors, you'll see we have our little ninjas around the outside of the board here, and these land and water on these terrain tiles here. Now what we will be doing is placing our little jutsu wooden pieces here onto the floorboards, onto the terrain, and then placing floorboards on top, with our little ninjas having to try and then balance their way across this. The trick being that you can only stand on spaces matching your color. So if I wanted to, being the black ninja here, stand on this white space, I would need to first place a piece on here and step onto here. Now I think this is probably going to tip. No, we just have enough balance under there. So this is where the challenge of the game really comes into it. There is obviously a little bit of dexterity as people are placing these pieces, but what we're really trying to encourage and get people thinking about is the balance and the physics of the game, of where the pieces are underneath. How do you counterbalance your ninja as you're placing it to be able to move across these terrain tiles, these floating floorboards, to be able to make it to your bansen seals to be able to recover them. The gameplay itself is really a race. The first player to recover their bansen seals from around the board is the winner of the game. Plays 2 to 4 players. We have these little crouching ninjas here. These will all be screen printed for the final version. This is the prototype that we have here. It's currently in manufacture at the minute. Will be coming out April this year. April next year is when our Kickstarter will be fulfilling, and we'll be selling online after then. We also have, I'm going to bring these over here. So if we're playing with more than 2 players, we have our standing ninjas as well. These are each designed to be able to balance on different pieces. So there's a little bit of strategy, different strategy for different pieces here. So for example, our little standing ninjas here are quite good at balancing on the triangles, like so. With the crouching one, can balance on that hexagon very well there. So trying to work out the balance and not fall. If when a player falls, so let's say this player was to step over here, and we haven't fallen yet, but we might, just to make it tip, I'm going to pop another piece on there. Maybe I'm in the wrong corner. Let's say I've moved my way over here. So we'll come around here. You have to sit your ninja down each step as you go to be able to step. If we step onto here, we might fall. If this happens during the game, the other player will then get to reset up this tile however they wish. They can make it quite difficult for you, but of course if they make it fall themselves, it'll turn back over to the other player again, and they will no longer be able to, then they'll begin their turn. So it takes about 20 to 40 minutes to play, 2 to 4 players, and that is Floating Floors. So you can find us online at guffstudios.com. You can find us on Facebook, Instagram and Twitter at Guff Studios.